So welcome to CPD4Me. We provide practical and relevant training for busy professionals. My name is Bronwyn Pott, and today we've got a substantive law update. We work in a pretty fast-moving and changing environment, and that includes the laws that we work within. Our aim is to bring you recent case studies, precedents, as well as updates so that you're able to stay on top of your game.
So by the end of this session, you should be able to identify what spouse maintenance is, know when you should be seeking it on behalf of your client, and know what evidence you need to make or defend an application for spouse maintenance. You'll often have clients come into your office and start talking about alimony. Well, in this jurisdiction, we call it spouse maintenance. Effectively what it is a payment or some kind of financial support by one spouse or partner to the other spouse or partner. When you're looking in your Act, you'll find it in Section 72 of the Family Law Act for married couples and Sections 90SC and 90SF of the Family Law Act if you're talking about a de facto couple. Now, it's important to note that if you are dealing with a de facto couple, the same jurisdictional requirements apply for spouse maintenance as to have a property settlement. The next thing we need to look at is reasonability. The court looks at what your client's reasonable needs are. Now, this is going to vary from person to person, and in fact the authorities tell us that we need to look at the individual circumstances of each party. What might be reasonable in a multi-million-dollar matter where the parties have significant income, $10 million worth of property, is going to be very different to what the court might be looking at with a suburban couple who have a modest home in the suburbs and a couple of small children with an average income. So, in conclusion then, when we're dealing with spouse maintenance applications, it's crucial that we have detailed evidence supported by source documents. Vague assertions aren't helpful to the court and they aren't helpful to your client. The more detailed you can be, the stronger your client's application or your client's response is. It's important to weigh up the cost of the application or the cost of defending the application versus what your likely outcome is going to be. If your client's application for spouse maintenance is quite tenuous or it's a very small sum of money per week when you do the sums, is that really worth spending the money to run the application? And correspondingly, if your client's likely to have to pay and is likely to have to pay a substantial amount, is it really worth defending that application, or should you really be trying to reach an agreement to avoid those costs?
I hope you enjoyed this session today from CPD4Me. Continuing professional development should be about learning new things, about challenging yourself to learn and grow, about finding better ways to do the things that you do every day.